waba walanga opangisa. Leo ndo wali kasozi na alawa. Na alawa nkuba ni kasozi. Good morning, Martha. How are you? What today? These days, Martha, you're too quiet. Chichi. I mean, you kutwala. Chila you post the podcast. Every time you kutwala. Ingo yotia Martha. Nedda, I had a broadcast. Nemunange sichitegera app. After I updated the app. If you go through the videos, the live broadcasts, there is a video that I started today morning in a Jako Yoka. It rains every day. Kati jamu ali ku main ya tuyisize eno. Yetaga kugumikiriza nga toyina nnyo. Naye kati the good thing with this road bali isaamu coach tractor ovuga straight eno teri interruption. You can go up to like Tula Road. It's really a little bit smooth. Nenga muli mutya bantu bange, how are you today? Today I want us to have a discussion. Good morning, Kakai. I want us to have a discussion today of who a friend is and what friendship is. From your own understanding, who is a friend and what is friendship? Bale mundekemba iteko sagala mwayetu nabakubye ebizi manya abantu bagala okunyiga n'okuba engombe n'agiwulira bw'otuuka akanya ne kamukuba ebizi n'agamba onkubye ebizi n'ayombera ekyo. Enkuba yo ate today's rain, by the way, it don't stop for the entire night. It started raining at p.m. Of course, where I live, it started raining at about 11 p.m. and it has rained until morning. Mvudde wakange ekyatonya. Mukalaba akakuwe bagezaako kukaterezaamu. They try to fix it a little. So you drive smooth. And waliyo ebinnya ate nga bingi kati bino ebinnya bikomyewo because of the water terinnyala kati eno side ate naye nga muli mutya. Today we are talking about friendship. I want to understand, and I'm sure we all want to try and understand what is a friendship and who is a friend. And going to kakati now this person is my friend, and how would you know? Good morning, Charles. How are you today? Who is a friend? What is friendship? That's our topic today. Pure discussion. What do you guys think? How would you know that now this guy kati mukwano gwange? How would you know kati tuyino mukwano? Because I think sometimes we mistake people that smile for us, people that talk to us. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Timmy. I think erinnya lyo ndyogera bulungi gwe Timmy. Kali akazimbe kabulu kazimbe ki? Abana baleka badduka oluguudo luno okuva last time I passed this way tewaliyo. Ogirengedde kalina yiri ey'emiti. Nesimanyi oba kyazimba kiririgo. Bwekiba kiririgo yo kalina eba nnungi nnyo. Ey'emiti ogula buguzi poles. Ewali badde piira. Put those big poles. I think your thing is nice. I first go there. I see what it tells you. If you are going to be living on the first floor, zina kuba nkopoto. Zina kuba poles. Nabida babanjo mani yebyazimba. Yeah, good morning, people. Friendship, friends. Who is a friend? What is friendship? Who is a friend? What is friendship? Just tell me what you think. I have the wrong definition of friends and friendship. Of course, I remember JK telling us, JK was telling us that a friend, you can't define a friend simply by not getting anything out of him and you're not getting anything out of mutual benefit should be considered. Good morning, Antonio. Antonio, what's up? That's adulting. Kati ani amanyi gye tuli eno bannange? Ani amanyi we tuli? This is how we chop jam. I am in Kabale. Now there is no rain actually. Are you sure? It has rained. Kati the tanka zange zijjudde enkuba nebwerekera for the next 6 months. Fine. But surprisingly, it's not going to stop. Today it rained at night. Tomorrow it's even going to be worse. So you guys, how do you know that someone is your friend? And how do you know that the relationship you have with someone is actually friendship? Apart from the fact that someone smiles with you, or you had to say jam more. Should I try? 7:29. Bangena amazzi mangi. Let me try the mail. We took kawunga wafu. At least it's only like 2 minutes. I can always come back. Did you see my submission? No Gideon, but this is never. Mukiwire emoroka kyekoze badde ngitadde mu giya nnafu ebadde mu nnamba 4 ng'ate ndi kasozi moroka ya manyo. I had someone that was talking to me. He was asking me if asobola okufuna kigege ne yeetulira ku kigi akooye ekyeyo. And I've come to understand that if you're going to buy a taxi, you need to be involved in the daily running of that taxi. Ebiseera ebisinga bw'obanga totya kwetulira ku kigi, it's even the best thing. Go wekwatira sente bakasitoma n'obakwata bulungi and all that. Driver, as long as you get a driver nga in a stage eyiye. Because normally the hardest thing is for you to get a stage. But if you get a driver nga in a stage, you know ekwatira ekigi kyo. Even now you're eating snacks after watching that video. In a double cabin evuddeyo propeller, and I can tell you it's not a Hilux, it's a Ford. Nze ngenda nebagamba waliwo emmotoka ezimu nga muzirekere the organization evuddeyo propeller. When have you seen a Hilux propeller nga evuddeyo? Singa wano wanyamba ne watambula. Let me look for a Gideon. Hey Gideon, I'm not seeing anything. Gideon, please resubmit. Edwin, yours is also incomplete. Pascal Joseph, good morning. Today we are having a discussion of who is a friend, what is friendship, how do you know that someone is actually your friend, and how do you know that the relationship you have with someone is friendship and not acquaintanceship. Manyi wala okubanga omuntu omumanyi gayi mumanyi oyo mumanyi twesanga mu kkubo ne tunyumyamu okitegeera when does that cross to friendship? When does a relationship cross from you and that person just having a conversation because mwine chibagatta to actually being called friendship? Bambi Gideon Nyambo submitting ogwokubiri comment enengeri gyebuze gyesitegedde. Nawe Edwin eyo teri complete. Good morning Farouk. How do you know that now the relationship we have with this person has changed from friendship? Because after friendship then it can go to brotherhood, right? No wonder on wakalu because emotoka zekwatidde eri. Okimanyi ngende main. Let's go wekiganira ali ku ddwaliro tuyite kali kampanya eyo bayitayo ku lukadde. Is it the old road lwali lugenda eri Kawanda? Ensonga lwaki baluyita olukadde nga kira old kira. Okay man. Abanu it's okay man. Eh? Who is okay man? Huh? Are you sure? Who told you that? So good morning my people. October, how are you today? Nicholas Waswa, how are you today? Muri mutya leero baba. We are talking friendship and friends. How do you know that the person gwoli naye kati afuuse mukwano gwo si muntu gw'omanyi? You know there is something about guy oyo mumanyi, no guy oyo mumanyi, that's not friendship. It can't be friendship. I remember there is a girl Yafa, when I had just done that song Taxi, the part when I say you make me beg, you make me me, you make me me, every time you make me me. Bambi, she died. I believe that one of the reasons why that girl died was because she wasn't a planned kid. Huh? What am I? What? Hey, let me wipe. One of the reasons she died was because she wasn't a planned kid. But it was one of the motor yet yaina sente. Ninga n'abazadde tebalinaaki. Mugezeeko mukola generation y'aba planned kid nze babuulira. Good morning VN. When one desires or wants the best out of you, not of or for. Dennis VN, do you mean of or for? Because if someone wants the best out of you, ayagala kukamula. Yaba ayagala kufunamu. Is that what you mean? I don't know the story behind the name, but nze nakula mpulira bayitayo ku bukadde. There must be a story. Manya bintu bye Kampala, things in Uganda, there is nothing that doesn't have a story. You sit someone down for some time, they'll tell you a story. Ne bakubuulira kati kino kyayita wano ne kidda wali ne bakikola bwe bati. Every day, every night, I can't deny you and I, 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 you and I. Someone who doesn't consider your status, property and weakness in order to stay with you. Whenever you go wrong, he corrects. For me, I call it a duo. Yes. A person that doesn't consider your weaknesses, that's a friend. Good morning, Abby. Good morning, Moses Heath. If I have someone, he lends more money, even if he still demands and he never pretends. Yeah, you're taking advantage of someone, Edwin. Don't you think that's taking advantage? Bayongera akuola nga bwakubanja nakuola yaba mukwano gwo. One more question. Does someone simply wishing you well make them qualify them to be called a friend? Does someone simply wishes you well, even when they can basically not do so much for you? Nali say one say you na ye ndabanga wano watambula. A friend is someone who likes you, cares, and is there for you in both times of happiness and sadness. Friendship is a symbiotic relationship, both sides benefit. So Esther, what it means is that person is there for you during bad and good times. You're there for them during bad and good times, right? If I have someone who responds back to me when I'm in need, that's a friend. Because majority of the time batuba tulimbweta abantu batwesamba. And I think that's how you know that someone actually is not your friend. When someone is there for you, you have a party, you have to get some money somewhere, yeah. Kati ngayenga bw'obeera mu bizibu takwata simu yo oyitayinza kuba mukwano gwo. Kati kambuuze Aban, how do you know that someone is your friend? How do you know that someone is your friend? Tell me. How do you know that someone is your friend? They do what? They play with you and they do work with you, and play football with you, and basketball, and what else? Jumping. You speak louder. And and what else? Swinging, and what else? Turning and swimming. Does your friend beat you? Your friend doesn't beat you. And when you're crying, what does your friend do? When you're crying, what does your friend do? Tom prompting now. When you're crying, what does your friend do? Hey, you're sure?
Yeah.
He just looks on.
It's on the baby's.
Who do what?
Baby's beach.
Okay, according to Aban, his friend plays with him, does work with him, plays football with him, plays basketball with him, swims with him, swings with him. Yeah? So that's a friend according to him. They want to decide she tambula. The one. Okay. So now that I'm in jam, yingira wano baba, yingira wano bano. Yingira wano bano tebamanyi bye bavuga. Yingira genda. So good morning, people. We're talking friends. What is a friend? Who is a friend? What is friendship? Where you got it? Yeah, rainy days. Nature when you say why you said what jam? I think it's because the Moroka zekwatidde eri Kawanda oba chichi oba we were floodings. But it rained the entire night. Of course, it wasn't a lot of rain, but you know when the rain comes nga butonotono emala newera. For the whole night. Yeah. Friendship, njagala kulaba comment when nakomewe entandikira. So, bwemba sizisoma bannange, you keep bringing the comments. Who is a friend? What is friendship? We are going to have these comments. They teach us, by the way, the different definitions of who a friend is. Yawulira bwakola bwaniyenye omukono bwati mbole muroka neeta mutomera eno yonna terimu. Yeah, so who is a friend and what is friendship according to you? Nene lero jamu agenda kuba mungi people abali e Kampala. One thing you need to understand is that there's going to be a lot of jam. Why? It's simply because everybody that has a car has driven it today. So in the evening, it would be a paramount that you leave town very quickly. Obutakwatibwa jam. Jam, it would be a good thing for you to leave town. And today, everybody has driven. What we moroka zenda wenga teyeta akakuba ku lugudo na yenga ku. Nenga kweri. Oh, waite wali jam what they bakola. So people are talking friends. Good morning, Joshua. Totally dating you. Yeah. And by the way, how long does a friendship last for you to know that what is that period of time jogambirako nogamba bannange no guy twebereddewo? And also, is it possible that you guys could be going through a tough time yebagasse nga you're not really friends? It's just that both of you are going through situations, and those situations require that you stick together, because if you don't stick together, you drown by one. Nenga singa musigaranga muri babiri, you will not drown. Is there a possibility that someone is just there with you through that situation? Your closeness will go away. Is it a possibility? Because it's possible that you can be there with someone ngamwita wisi mu mbeera nchamu nga mwene embeera gye mulimu. It's like how people can be in prison nga they are locked up in prison, and somehow they connect two people, and in their connection it's very easy for them to start thinking, oh, this guy is my friend, this guy. But when they get out of prison and everyone is free, it's possible that they can probably discover that, okay, maybe this guy is not actually my friend. So is it possible even out here in our normal life for us to be there, not and you start thinking that someone is your friend? Mera is how you can be hustling in the same workplace, and some of the challenges you go through at work, they make you guys connect. Nenga, in actual sense, when they ask you what is the one thing that you like about this person, and what made you guys be friends, how did you connect? Ngambutu, the only thing you can spot is that, okay, we work in the same place, we go through the same challenges. Does that qualify someone to be a friend? The challenges you go through, do they qualify someone to be a friend? You don't get to call a service. Service, yeah, boy. If you go through challenges with an individual and somehow you guys connect through that tough time, or you're going through some good times, you're making a lot of money together, and you laugh with each other, you smile with each other, you count money together, or somehow you connect because of the money. Does that qualify that person to be a friend? Unagenda wambo. Oi. So, guys, good morning. Of course, my number is. So today, we are talking friends and friendship. We are trying to dissect the issue of who is a friend and what is friendship. How do you know that someone is your friend? We have all been through a situation where you guys connected with someone naye nga ekiba connecting siza yembeera gye muyitamu. Probably you have all been cheated on by the same person, or you have all been through a breakup. Okay, you have been through a breakup on both sides. Guy, you both propose on the same day, and never turning down, and somehow that connects you. Like you be conversing, and then you try to help each other go through time. I am still wondering, how would someone propose to a woman in public? Ngomukazi siya kugambye propose to me in public. I think mukazi wa forcing her to propose to her in public. You're just a half a man. Like, why would you? That's not African. In Africa, we wait for the woman to ask na yoli indachi. Because that's the African way. Yeah, we wait. The woman asks na yo why. Okwanjula kwadi. Unachitogende ikane bakuraba. Tronkomako. Someone ngamba wano chibyo yogere. Harimo kungamba bichibyo yogere ebyo. Nenga wama bagayi bange. In Africa, don't we wait for the woman to ask? Nzozi ompasa diba nangi. That's the African way. Yes. We wait for you to be ready emotionally, for you to be mature. I may want to marry someone that doesn't know. For example, these guys that are proposing to chicks, for them they are ready, but the chicks are not ready. Hey, we have to make sure we are. Bobanga, then you ask. Ulinda chi. Then you go take a pressure. We're take out pressure. Baneba guy bange gwaliku, for the love of cars. Don't you dare go and propose to a woman in public, Bambi. Bajja kuswaza. I told you I no kukiza in public. Then later now turning her down. This is your stop, I think. kale kanzireko ku comments wakati wano wendi I can try. Edwin abadagamba I have someone najisomye bubi. He lends more money even if he still demands me and he never pretends. Oyo no mukwano gwo naye omusasula ate kukuba kuba nawo omusasula. Manyi it's a do me I do you get kati naye oyinza okwesanga ebiseera ebimu he considers like he's keeping his money with you. Hi Arthur, good morning. Jebaleko. A friend is someone who likes you, cares and is there for you in both times of happiness and sadness. Friendship is in symbiotic relationship. Tumwina oluzungu kata symbiotic nyinza lokasa mu statement okuba ina gamba omuntu good riddance nga sikyentegeeza kati oluzungu olwo lutategeereka ndwewala kati oyinza ogamba symbiotic relationship nga bwekyotegeeza Toyota naye nga gwe tomanyi. If I have someone who responds back to me when I'm in need. Exactly. I think one of the reasons how we know that your friends, it's by you guys. Bye. So I think that if two people can be there for each other during the times of need, when I have issues and I need support, you're there for me. When you have issues and you need support, I'm there for you. I'm thinking then we can actually say that we are friends. Because that's a very hard thing to find. That's a very hard thing to find. That someone, normally people want to be there when you're going through happy moments, or they want to be there when they are the ones that need. Ochegera nga bwaba akwetaaga ayagala n'abeera waawo naawe n'omubeererawo naye nga gwe bw'oba weetaaga ate takola ki tabeerawo. Let me see. Good morning members. A friend is a friend in need all times. So do you guys realize a pattern that the only time that we call someone a friend is when if they can be there for us when we need someone to be there for us. Because when someone has a need, they are never particular that, okay, I want Arthur to be there for me. They are never particular. When let's say, when someone is in desperate need of a loan, people are never particular. You get, we are never particular. It's always, I really need a loan to finish this thing. And the person that is there for you the first time, then it's not a friend, it's just there for you. Then they are there for you a second time. Then they are there for you a third time. Then over time, you know, well, of course, some of us, Edwin, you're lucky that you have someone that can actually be there for you when you need money. When I need money ntunda byange oba ngenda mu bank nze nabivaako because somehow n'abalina sente bomanyi nti balina sente eva tebaba na sente okitegeera. Morning friends here. Okay, friendship should be able to provide value to each other. Tuve ku friendship ezatugende tunywemu oli mutuufu nnyo mbeera n'omuntu nga ye your friends when I know someone when there is a party aina mukwano gwe kale because they've known each other for like the longest time. They've known each other since they were like 16 or 15 and somehow when there is a party, when there is merrymaking, they are tight, they are together. But of course somehow it's always friendship is on in any relationship. There's always one person that always needs. Then there is that person in the friendship nga yeetaagangako okitegeera oba si kyekyo nga bw'aba yeetaaga ayina waafuna wangi okitegeera ayina wajja ayina abamuyamba bangi okitegeera. Kati eyo relationship bwetyo ebiseera ebisinga ekitera okubeerawo kiri nti the person that gives gets tired eventually. But when that person gets tired, normally that's where the friendship actually wetera okukoma, because oli abadde afunamu atuuka nga takyafunamu, nono naye abaako oyo okuwa nga yeetafuna. But sometimes then this person that's giving forgets that yabadde alina the means to give ate oli omuntu yabadde nga abeera in need. Now the issue comes, if in a particular relationship which we are going to term as friendship, if this person is the one that is always giving, okay, and then there is this other person that is always receiving, huh? Can that still be called a friendship? Is that still a friendship? Nga gwe ever gwagaba oli afuna, is that, can that still be termed as a friendship? Oba tetusobola kukiyita friendship? Kampaking ensome comment ezo zonna. Ragnar. Naye wenjagala opakinga nga wajja. Ne bantu muguza akamotoka kano kale karakitiisa ako mukaguze ate mukaguze nnyo. Someone is calling you. Pick it. You guys have bought the Ractis ate nnyo. Naye buli motoka ngenda ndaba nti mechanics may be starting to understand certain cars, nga bagenze batandika okuzitegeera how to fix them, like the Pajero GDIs for example. Abantu bagenze bazitegeera. Of course abazitegeera, but see, it's one car that I would not recommend for you to buy because za rayisi. Okitegeera bw'oba otunda bagenda kugula rayisi ate nnyo. Guys, for the guys that have businesses in Uganda, use social media marketing and put money. Because say ads. I'll give you an example. I personally have ads running every day. Okay? And my inbox on WhatsApp, this business phone, it's ever full of people making inquiries. Now, Katfe, Abasomi marketing, normally there are ads that you will put there, and the goal is to actually get traction. For people to inquire. Mwaba bakola inquiries mujjo kujja abamu bokola ki boguza. I don't know if I make sense. Yeah. So katika tukiendelea ku comment. But Arthur, have you ever seen friends who fight at 1 a.m. but at 4 a.m. they are hugging? Yes. Yeah, buddy. But I think ekyo tekyali nnyo mbuto kuba kati bwe tugenda tukula things kind of change. You have responsibilities, yet you can fight and then you don't get the chance to actually make up because then you're busy working. Okitegeera. If you give back equal energy, that means you are a friend, and if you give me your coat, that means you are a brother. Okay? My perspective, a friend should be that person who puts you in the right path. In the right path always. When you bend, he can straighten you. A good advisor and willing to be there always. Good morning on this chilly day. So a person that can correct you, Ngabobo, if you're straying, this person can say, you know what, you're going the wrong direction. I think you should be going this way. That's a friend. Or a person that doesn't let you make mistakes. But How many of you actually have those guys that will help you not make mistakes? Good morning, Arthur. These days we have very little to no friends. We just know people. Most people can't tell the difference between just knowing someone and the person being a friend. Yes, Vian. Vian, John. I'll stick to John. So I personally think that we have so many people that we simply know. And normally even the flags are there for you to see. There is this person that I know that openly told me that for him he doesn't have a friend. Kastoba nga tata we si yakuzala, mama we si yakuzala. Okay? Tewali mukwano. Okitegeera. Now that person, at that time he thought he was jokingly saying it, but then we ended up starting to work together, make some good money together. Okitegeera. But I still remember that statement that person made. Okitegeera. And the time that this person made the statement, you know how you're going through some tough times, and I think he's trying to make sure that okay, you're going through tough times, but try to keep your distance from me, because mama wange si yakuzala, tata wange si yakuzala, tiwaba mukwana nawo. Okitegeera. So I've always remembered that statement, that okay, this person doesn't have a friend. Waliwo abantu nga tebalina mikwano. Okitegeera. And sometimes, but when they get close to you, when this person is close to you, and when you're working together, when you're achieving stuff together, you can be taken up by the moment to start thinking that okay, maybe this person is actually my friend. But you always see the flags. There are things that people say. There are things that people do. They do without actually intending. And all these are flags that will show you that, you know what, this guy is not your friend right now. This is helping you you're benefiting together at this moment because you're doing this. But once you get out of this, like you see the example I gave you of people being in but then all right, so you see the example I gave you of you people being in jail together, and somehow this situation of you being in jail somehow creates tight buddies out of you, and this can be mistaken to you thinking that you guys are going to be friends for BFFs. Nayenga, it's the situation that is actually making you guys tight, because you have no other outside forces. Wemuli, you're locked up in the same situation. You eat the same food, you go to the same toilets, you sleep in the same car room. Nga environment revolving around that place. So, of all these people, let's say you are in jail with about 30 people. Okay? You're in jail with about 30 people. And of the 30 people, you have connected with just one. You have connected with just one person. And because you have connected in that moment, you start thinking that maybe this person is your friend. Is it possible that it can be a friendship that is going to be there in the moment? Good morning, Adams. Good morning, Darius. Arthur, I see you have some nice family. I fear having a family. I'm still in struggle. I don't even know when I will have one. Well, to me, I don't think I was ever ready for a family. I was never ready. I think I'm not even ready right now. For you to have a family, I think the first thing is you find a woman find a good woman. Abasajja abasinga abafuna troubles is the woman you pick. If you pick the wrong woman, you're going to suffer. You will suffer. You will suffer. Good morning, Hashim. No, that doesn't qualify your workmates. Your workmates are your workmates. Excuse me. Arthur, is B-Forward a trusted company if it comes to paying for the car? I think I've seen people use B-Forward, but B-Forward also employs people. So I don't want you to say B-Forward, because if someone cheats your money, B-Forward will not pay for that. So still, with every business that you deal with in Uganda, you need to proceed with caution. Okuja kunga you have dealt with someone before, then that would probably work. B-Forward is a company. It has a good brand. B-Forward doesn't work for itself. Good morning, Mavoga Yes Center. In Africa, it's the woman that proposes indirectly. Yes, Karim. Is friendship supposed to be reciprocal, or it can be one-way street? I don't think friendship can be a one-way street. Kuba, let's say I'm a friend of Moses. For me to be considered Moses' friend, I'll have to be there for him. For him to consider me his friend, Moses to consider me to be his friend, I'll have to be there for him. For me to consider Moses to be my friend, he has to be there for me. So it has to be a two-way. For it to be a friendship, someone can be your friend, but then maybe you will not be in a friendship because the other person doesn't reciprocate. So it's a reciprocal. I proposed in public. Where? Anti oyinza proposing ire Bulaya nga ati ombo butamuzzaayo wa proposing ire Bulaya oba wano naye ate jje ko olina mu bedde omuntu omukazi bw'agaana proposal yo abaliko ekizibu naye tubulire story yagenda etya. Friends, are those contacts that you think of calling first when you need money urgently? I actually don't think those are friends. Me, I have people that I work with that every time they're going through a tough spot, I'm like the first and last person they call. So I know there are guys that would call me, Arthur, I'm in a spot. And they know that when they call me, I will either be honest and tell them, you know what, or I will give them what they need. But that doesn't make me their friend. Some of them, I'm just their boss. They know that this guy, mukolera, newe mpaka tisina tsimubanja, agenda kumpa chenjagala amanji. Yes, Saneko in the future. But that doesn't make me their friend. I don't think I'm there for them because we work together, and I believe that them having a good life, them having what they need, will make their life better, and then our work relationship will be better. They will deliver better at work. Then Mavoga is saying proposing in public vya kizungu nyonze sijja kubikola. Nyina kuiza ka hiti nga kave mabegenu nga bagamba okwanjula kwa di ntandika okwekolako. You people who propose in public muli bagumu. A friend is your wife and your mom to some of us. Some of us never ask for help, but people tend to think anytime they get a problem and the solution. Chokaze sibalowooza nako when I get problems. Nze nabibako ebyokulowooza ku bantu. Sirowooza ku muntu. If I need money, I chiche nsobola okutunda amangu wano. Normally that's okitegeera. If I need money and I don't have money on the account, I look for what I can get rid of. That's why normally I tell you guys, your car is your asset. Because there are times my car has taken me through problems. I remember when I had just built my house. Eventually, I normally see motivational speakers telling people, mbu tozimba nyumba because enyumba jajizimba ogwemu. Let me tell you one thing. Nze nazimba nyumba yange kasanga ti nenzigwamu. Owulira nenzigweramu ddala. Nentunda emmotoka gye nayina. Okay? Nenfuna sente, nengulako n'emmotoka endala. So, nenfuna emmotoka, nenfuna ne sente, naye nga n'ennyumba ekola ki? Nga n'ennyumba weeri. So then there are people that I see ng'apangisa naye nga n'emmotoka gy'avuga ezimba amaka n'afunako n'emmotoka endala. Okitegeera naye nga ye kyatya kiri kimu atya kuzimba aggwemu. Okitegeera nga atya kuzimba kuggwamu. And then the one thing that humbled me actually to make sure that nzabana bange mbazimbire, because enyumba teba yeba y'abaana. The one thing that humbled me, I remember, was this time when I was doing Uber. How many people have stories, and when you engage them, so when I bring Uber, I would talk to people to learn from them, and all that. So this one dude, I drove him Namujawa. I think I got him from town. So this dude in talking, then he told me his sister had died. And Bari Bamuzi said the day before. I think 3 days before. And right now, where we were going, he was going to pick her things and her car. And when he started talking about her, because Bari Babidi Boka, brother and sister, and when he started talking about his sister, his eyes got red. And then tears started falling. Now, for women, it's almost mild, but I'm imagining if it was a sister that was coming to pick the brother's stuff, and then we drove and got into an apartment building, a fence, in Tinda. While we walk around the old room, and I said, this is my sister's car. I think when the sister got sick, then I tried to jump him, and then you can imagine almost everything. I think it was a furnished apartment. Then I pick up kaseke chitanda n'entebe abitwali. For me, that moment humbled me because I'm a man. So I was there imagining. Of course, and again, when I did Uber already, Narina Zimba Deka Sangati. So I was thinking to myself, now, a man, you die. Because I'm an African man, we have pride. Tuinamuka pride cafe. Nebaja nebano no buntu mu apartment. Nimuruka ne babutwala. Okitegeera. Yes, obo food, someone will say obo food, it doesn't matter. But as a man, you create a legacy for your kids. Bobo balina. Okitegeera, like, okay, there is something that they will remember. Always, okay, our dad this katinganze bwenzi jukira buli muntu anyumya story anyumya kutata na tata we ina sente tata we ina sente ne baganda be batunde ebintu. Then of course there is something to learn. You to very smanya bwengenze yo. I think because someone Isaac was saying taloza ku bantu when he has issues, and I was connecting to the time when I built in Kasangati and then I sold the car, because there is no one you can call them why empire million. It's really good that you're bringing up these topics. Good morning. I mean, understanding. A friend is in need is a friend indeed, be it good or bad times, because the need can't be only good vibes. Or it can be only good vibes. By the also okubera nga mukwano go mwagala ko Justin Boz enyumya mboze kuzimba gato mwagala ko ya de 10. Because personally I think I've gotten to a level where I don't really need to borrow money from someone. I know avenues I can use to get money. Okitegeera wabaona ebintu ebimu you purchase things nga obiguze. That's probably one reason why nti olumundu owoza ogula emmotoka then inenekuba. Why? Because ojajigula otuko okugituna nga tevaamu na sente zo. Okitegeere? So kati aterese cash, hold cash. I think if the lockdown taught us anything, you guys, hold money. Like zitereke oleme kubeera at any moment nga gwe weetaaga. We go? I'm always particular in terms of asking for help. I don't cry to everyone. Actually, Antonio says I don't cry to anyone these days. I think in a way, I normally think that it's not like that person is not your friend. Somehow I've come to believe that katoyinza okwanguwa okuleeta ebizibu by'okubyono nga tomanya ate nti yeetisa ate kinene okusinga ku kikyo okitegeera. So I've started to think in terms of, you see, bwe tuba we are doing dramas, there is a relationship of protagonist and antagonist. Remember, the relationship between Superman and the Nemesis. Superman aina gwarwanyisa, right? Because gwarwanyisa somehow aina affecting aina byakole ebibi. However, I've come to realize that the antagonist is not always a bad person. What happens with the antagonist is that the antagonist is trying to achieve something. Nenga, these people are standing in his way. And these people are being protected by Superman. So I know by Superman, so that doesn't make that person actually a bad person. Nayekati aba directing anga film ezedda. Boba agenanga batulaga that the antagonist is actually a bad the antagonist of your story is not always your enemy. The antagonist of your story is someone that is trying to achieve something and you're standing in their way. Which take it, they could actually be your friend. They could actually be your friend. But you cannot call them your friend because apparently they are doing something that you think is affecting you. Good morning, Arthur. Good morning, fam. It looks like a Prius. No, that's not a Prius. It's a Ractis. Arthur, nowadays I fear to make lady friends. They would janyo stand a maridiza to Kenny. But is there a man that has lady friends? I think ladies should be kept at acquaintances. Fenga abasajja, we were not made to have lady friends. Fenga abasajja, we were made to eat. Era mukazi gwo bwajjange wona taniko okugamba mbu aina mukwano gwe musajja manya they have gotten a way to get away with whatever they are doing. Era they will come and act in front of you. Guy aragenti mukwano gwe nnyo ne chiki aragenti mukwano goli nnyo nenga eri bwe babirya. So me, I personally don't believe that they can be acquaintances. And normally this happens at workplaces where a woman is acquainted to a man. They talk like normal people, they chat, they go to work retreats. So mukazi wo bwajjanga n'agamba nti guy mukwano simanyani Joshua mukwano gwange we are tight ampola ne sente azimuwola ngani buyampoze yakakadde teri era sitani amaliriza abakemye nga bwogambye Edrin kubira bakwano b'abakazi. You saying that a lion is a friend to a deer when the lion was meant to eat the deer. Katonga with the lion and the deer walking together. They hug. Good evening. Hey, it's morning. Posing a jolly, it's evening. May I please have anything towards baby milk and diapers? Thank you. I say disco, you say party disco. Be symbiotic. I mean, as a friend, you benefit each other. The friendship should not be one-sided. Definitely, friendship should never be one-sided. Or kubanga, the person that is there for you can also be there for them in equal amounts. Ochitegera. Omuntu babera unakuwa good vibes, nawe bera umwe good vibes. Ochitegera. Arthur, for me, friendship is transactional. If you have nothing to offer, the connection just fades out naturally. Example, you can have a doctor friend, a lawyer friend, ne Arthur wange who knows cars. Chebagamba symbiotic. Akagamba symbiotic kakakugolinge. Nze nkoye ebintu by'okwebuzabuza nti ebintu mbimanyi. Ngoba namwe mukasuka kakasukiri throw a word around naye namwe temumanyi kyetegeeza kanji kugolinge nze mbabulire kyetegeeza. Akagamba symbiotic bulinga obugabo abasomesa bali tutabibwa bwe bakozesanga okutukanga kambuka si bakasipelinga bati njagala symbiotic yokka. Symbiotic involving interaction between two different organisms living in close physical association, mutually beneficial relationship between different people or groups. Katulakite mugamba ugambe mutually beneficial. Facebook etandise okublockinga comments z'abana abantu there are people that are spamming like this Kimberly because ebitya. Good morning, Nelly. Arthur, is it okay to ask someone to be friends, or it has to be natural binding you to someone to be a friend? Mwebagaye ekibuuzo kyammwe. Is it okay for you to ask someone to be your friend? Is it okay? Is it natural? Is it okay for you to ask someone to be your friend? You know what? Can you be my friend? Is it okay? For me, I find that to be suspicious. I find that to be suspicious. Sichikolangako, but I also don't find it to be natural, because when you ask someone to be your friend, it means gwamwetaga okusinga yo kwetaga. If it's going to be a symbiotic relationship, if it's going to be a symbiotic relationship, it means it needs to happen naturally. Because it means we know kubaka echibagata other than your needs. We know kubaka echibagata other than your needs. You can be mugenda, for example, you're going to abroad, for example, you meet at an airport, and then you get to chatting. You're simply getting vibes, and then with the vibes you start becoming friends. And then when you go to whichever country you go, you can even go to different countries, and then you continue chatting. How do I? Then you become friends, because you're both giving each other stuff, which is not actually money, it's not houses, it's not cars. So then it's natural. Nobody came and asked, hey, can you be my friend? I don't believe that you should go and ask anyone to be my friend. What do you want to mark to Mugongo Gwambwa? Jirabi. Actually, lwaki bagiyita ki? Bali mugiyita Camry. There is an estate version of a Camry. Eno gwe gusoso gira bani. Bijo manyi estate version of the Mark II. So Hashim dozo chirabi. I think friendships should be mutual. Chibere natural. Nti somehow things just happen nga namwe temumanyi. Okitegeera. The friends I have, all the friends I have, they just give me positive vibes only. I think we should try as much as possible to get to the level where all our friends are just giving us good vibes. But then good vibes, you can get good vibes even from YouTube. Wachimanyi. People have me, but I don't have them. I don't have a friend. People have you as a friend because when they need, you give, but you never need. But also, could it simply happen? I'm going to find a Friday to say Dr. Daniel Ranga, psychiatrist, atubulire yatunyonyole what ye wawe mu medical, what friendship means by psychiatrist. When do they just a moment, guys. So it's I think it's a natural thing, Martha. It also depends on where we grew up from, and definitely the people betubeera nabo. Nti sometimes oyinza okubeera ng'obeera mu environment gyewakuliramu nga gwe avuddeyokko ng'olinamu ku ttooke okusinga ku balala nga balala bonna bonna tebasobodde kubeera na ttooke. It means abo abantu abatalina ttooke, they are going to need you. Nabo tebakironda, they don't choose. Edwin agambye, if you propose for friendship oluba luseke nange bwe ndaba luba, there is something suspicious about someone that comes and says, Arthur, can I be your friend? It's like how a woman comes na kukwana. Something very suspicious omukazi bwa kukwana. Luba luseke lwennyini. Martha tasobola kubeera yekka Antonio, because women are never lonely. Women can never be alone. That's one thing I've realized. Because women always have something to offer. You always have. Mbako n'abatu abasajja kye baagala. So tosobola kubeera weka, at least wabawo omusajja. It's what I know. At least wajja kubawo omusajja nga yali wokulya bulinga, at least kye kimubeezaawo, so you want to be alone. You can be lonely but not alone. Bannange Antonio nimbye. Omukazi asobola okubeerawo ng'abeerawo yekka ddala. Bw'aba talina at least bajja nga baagala ekyajjulayina. Okitegeera omusajja n'abeerawo n'agumiikiriza ebirala byonna ng'aliwo okulya buli. So okubeera alone kirala, mpozi okubeera lonely. Okitegeera. And I also find that abakazi bano obalaba ne bwe babeera baavu balina baavu bannaabwe ababeera nabo ne bakiringa nga tebirimu na kunywa njaga, tebirimu kunywa waragi, nga babeera bonna mu kwegumya mu ki, okitegeera. So abakazi basobola okuba n'emikwano emikazi ebirala. Neffe abasajja we have been raised mu kkubo oluseke. Sikubye nnyo Martha, gaye mazima. Sikubye nnyo gaye mazima. Era kati mu abakazi temubeeraawo n'obeeraawo omusajja n'obeera naye n'ogamba gaye anjagala nnyo, olumu aba alya buli, asigala alya n'alya paka bw'asobola okudduka. Okitegeera naddala nga talina options, nga talina walala waalya. Oyinza okutandika okulowooza nti banaye gayi ono gayi mukyali wange. Olumu ne gayi asobola okubeerawo ntandika okulowooza nti mukwano gwo, kumbe abaza waanaaliira. N'asooka akugumya n'akulaga nti nedda nze sina kyenkwagalako nze. Okitegeera, sina kyenkwagalako, kumbe akuguumiise. Era waabala ng'abattula. Olumala okubattula ate mu abakyala olumala okubabattula olwo aba ateekamu feeling gayi aba takyateekamu. Okitegeera. Martha, you are right. I have been a friend to only one person for 21 years. We broke up in 2020. What happened, Antonio? Your friendship yamwe ngeba nnene 21 years. Friendship ne breaking up all of a sudden naye. I want one watera okukwata. Kasigale wano wayinza okutambulamu. So personally, me I believe fa abasajja tebatwagalirangako bwereere. Ngenda ne mbagamba wane moroka ezimu muzireke. Moroka wadde it's not very clear. Moroka Pajero GDI. Ogirabye? Nze mbagamba nga naye temwagala kumpuliriza. Pajero yeri comfortable. Naye ebizibu by'oba oyolekedde nga biyitirivu. Waliwo emmoroka ezimu nga ne bw'ogirabirira otya. Ebanga mukazi mweru nga wakabina ng'alina self-esteem ntono. Ne bw'okola ki? Bamulyanga 10. Arthur, kituufu omukazi tasobola kubeera yekka. Females are limitless in terms of friendship. Omukazi, Antonio has said, omukazi tasobola kubeera yekka. Females are limitless in terms of friendship. Okitegeera. It's not actually a friend. Baba kazi n'abakazi they can be friends ne bati balina kye balya ne babeerawo ne beegumiza mu mbeera eyo paka ekisajja bwe kijja ne kibalya bonna ne baawukana kijja ne kibayitamu awo kibayisaamu race kiri ono nooli awo ne bacyankala ndowooza abakazi basajja bokka musajja yeka yasobola obbacyankalanya naye nga Antonio, what would make you break up with your friend of 21 years? So kombuuliremu. A friend of 21 years is that's a long time. Muba mbadde bamukwanu for a very long time. What happened? Mwali yakwomu oba yakubba sente zo. Naye nenkuba kati abantu abatunda juice essaawa eno bakola, abatunda ice cream bakola. Mugiraba karibu yiyo eri ku UAD terina gyeraga number plate yasiiwuka sibi eriko naye nga ye moroka terina gyeraga ali mujjangu alina confidence naye musajja mukulu. Arthur just nange I don't know what happened naye tamanyi what happened kugamba the connection just died. So the guys that have just joined us, because I realized we have had like 3 phases of people. The first time twabadde n'abantu like 20 35 ne baggwako ne tudda ku 4 ne tukomawo ne tukoza 25 ne baggwako ne tudda ku 3 ne tuddamu ne tufuna kati we are 17 people. Of course waliwo abasigaddewo from the beginning like Martha and Antonio n'abalala. But we have had phases. We are talking about friends and friendships. So we are talking about friends and friendships. So when do you realize that this person is actually my friend, and what qualifies someone to be your friend? Martha Agamba, I have a male friend since 2009 till now, but nowadays he doesn't want to see me with any other male friend. But we are not dating. We are yagala kulya. Alinze. Ate kati alaba ofunyemu ku ttooke n'ettooka alyagala. Abasajja nga tuli bagezi kati bamumenyeemenya omutima eyo gy'ayitira. Kati alabira ddala Martha ye potential. Kati lwatandise okulaba ebirungi ebikulimu. Neekole service nongerewo ne ku mafuta kuba kati amafuta tuyinza okuba tulya nga gayingidde akakaaga. Engeri gye gatambula sigategeera. Galina speed gye galinyirako gye sinategeera. Martha omusajja ayagala kuyisaamu ggaali. Kampite mannya gange banda abantu banzirukako. We have gone for too long. Martha, Deep in Coffee, Bridget Kakai, Charles Nkugwa, Muyombia Mark, Timmy, Antonio, Hassan Waswa, Gideon Mviri, Edwin Mugerwa, Waswa Nicholas, Pasco Joseph, October, Farouk Kavuma, Antonio Dennis Vien, Bukenya Abi, Moses Heath, Komakech Rogers, Mugalasi Joshua Paul Ntege the Great, Lubura Chris Fitness, Stockman, Karim, John Vien, Adams, Darius Tusabe, Hashim, Khan Otto, Mavo Gadget Center, Luyirika Isaac, J. Keha. Banaye jeko kanya tubulira story ya propose y'omu public. Si kirungi ekyo kyokoze. Wali badde otubulira mu ka story tukamanya. Public proposal eza abazungu era nga jeke. Fe wano we wait ka pressure ne kamaro mukazi wona atandika nayita ne mbaganda bo. Ne batandika naye omukazi lwaki tomwanjula ngolowooza be bagamba. That's the African way. Tetwagala kuwasa bakazi batali ready. Alina kuba ready. Andrew Subuga, Chigozi Stanley, Simwanga Kenneth Paul, Brian Wanyama. We serve God only. Oh, we serve a good God. Mnainze nsomeshize mbongo. Byachika Esther Kasumba Mike Mugala, Grizzly Nelly UG, Antonio, never bring him back. He may be dangerous to you. After we had a say, omukazi tatwawula, era many females and males came along and left us together. Nekate bintu bya Uganda wabeerawo ebitaranga no wa traffic wali and you be confused in college. Wa traffic bwayimirirawo nga talina kyakola. There is a possibility that yaba stoppings bwogenda nakuba ekipapula okitegeera ekitaranga ate kyo kikutadde. Guys and girls, let's support Arthur by liking and sharing his broadcast. Oli wakabi hare shafta. Webale bajjukiza abantu abo. Abantu abo. How about friendship with money? Anti ne sentence no nazonzi. The only way you can be friends with money is if you work. Working. You know, if you want to be a friend with money, you need to be a friend with working, either smart or hard, or a combination of both. Tajja kulya matha. Ne bwana akola kitajja kulya. Engo ina determination ya amaanyi naye naye aleka ali determined. Tajja kulya, ayagala kulya, ekyo beera nga okimanyi. Abasajja batutonda kulya. Era kati omusajja atanna kitegeera nti mukazi we bw'aba ne mukwano gwe nga musajja ajja kumulya oba yamulya oba ali kumulya oba oliko ekikyamu. We obusajja obeera mu maaso ga moroka yangenda ku peesi yemu nange okoze na overloading tikoti abantu babiri ku boda boda mulengere Audi yiyo mugirabye Audi Q5 naye kye neebuuza oyo misty oba mukkagwa white kiri confusing ogulaba simanyi oba mwe mugulaba but it looks like it's mist, it looks like it's smoke gatetegerekeka mist tatambula ku speed eyo ate mist takendeera ng'osaze speed omukka gwe kukendera ng'osaze speed because oba ojja ekigere ku accelerator. It might be a mixture of mist and ate nga mpya. Antonio vaaki n'ensi. Arthur ku Monday amafuta kiriba kirabika agenda kugula 6k per litre. Era bwe mara okukola service leero kanyongerewo ku mafuta sijja kweteekera. Atista ago ganyinga mpisa mu wiki ejja. Martha oli mumalirivu. Nenga ne gayo oyo naye. Ne mulengera omwami oli owaka Honda. Ali mulenifu. Ali mulenifu nange badde mufu naye ate yabadde mufu nnyo. Ata ndowooza friendships. Friendship ekola sense. Mubukadde eyo 50 nga people can't be envious over small things. Isaac kati n'abakadde babeera envious. N'abakadde babeera naddala abakadde abata achievinze. I think you start creating all our friendships zetwagamanga mukwano gwange since primary. Era abantu abatera bentera okusanga friendship since primary is when life is actually still going their way. Because temunalaba your dark sides. I think a friendship will survive mutandikogamba now that person is my friend nga mwerabe your dark sides. Muyombye olumu mulwanye namu okitegeera naye nga temwina gye mulaga. That's how you can know that you're actually friends. Nze omuntu omu gwe nali manyi yali friend wange ddala ddala mukazi yatwawula. muwala ng'agamba omuwala tamwagala amuyita na sister. Kati nze nenkwana sister we, kumbe gayi yali ayagala sister. Nze nali manyi na sister waddala, kumbe gayi agumiikiriza ayagala kulya nga bwolaba we mukwano gwa Martha. Bwe namusooka ye ate n'anyiiga bunyiizi, okitegeera. Kati oyo omukazi yatwawula. Omulala I think the connection simply just died. Martha tewali, but he has been so patient, bambi. Just let him get rewarded. Antonio oyagala ebadde smoke Antonio ngebe yangu yokusmokinga nange ndabye nga smoke oyo tabadde mist, kubanga mist oba olinnyo omuliro oba tolinnyo omuliro mist abeera constant. Naye guno omukka ogwo bw'olinnyo ennyo omuliro ng'omukka gweyongera. Antonio gweyagala Martha ebintu byabigabire just for reward nti ogumiikiriza nnyo kankuweeko. It should not work like that. If he wanted to eat, he would have told me before befriending me. Kat we are brothers. Kale ulida brother zone. He's now a bro. Kale tachimanyi nti tuli wano tumwogerako kireka yali achali bagana Martha ngenda namuwasa. Kireka abadde ne bekuba n'olwali Martha kumbe Martha aliena agamba ye bro. Wamu bro zone ngadda. Nange Martha, I can't believe Antonio's words. Antonio, I can't believe you could say something like that. For rewards? Hey, so for the guys that have just joined us, we are talking about friends and friendship. What the night lokubasibula kubakati ntuse ku toto wenkolera ka service kange. Nkolera ku toto eriendo uptown kwa Kesha Mall. Sipolire before for ebya wanse eyo. Nkolera eno kwa Kesha Mall olumu nengenda nenkolera ku toto wali ebukoto. Kugamba petrol station nkolera kuza uptown wadde mbisibira uptown. Boy child alabi yeta amanyi jali eyo alabika yepika agamba Martha lwakoma we Kampala ngenda mukolera kino na kino muwase. Kumbe Martha si byaliko anange ekyo kyembagamba basajja bannange gwobeerawo ng'olowooza birala kumbe omukazi yakulabanga kyaliwe kumbe gwe you want to eat food kumbe kabebi kakulabanga nga chali wako ne wange mu Dynamo waliwo chiki ayita bagayi bro naye nga banyiika lwaki ompita bro akimakinga clear nti yo my bro tayagala ofune ideas bwakuhaginga nze nabagamba omusajja atasobola okuba mukwano gwa mukazi naye ate omukazi ayinza okuba nga asobola okuba mukwano gwa gayi niera tikitegeeza nti gukize mukazi wabeere ne mukwano gwenga musajja bajja mulya ate banamulya tajja kugamba ajja kusirika ate musigale nga mulya babiri olumba kuzaaliro n'abaana abatali babo ng'abaana bakyaliwe naye nga bakufaanana akolako effujjo ly'olubobbo olaba amafuta gagano ga 14 mande gajja ba mu kakaaga kubaga gatano bina something olugayi yazeye kati mwe bagayi mulowooza sigenda nze basiibula nkoleka saavisi kange bulungi kankoleka saavisi kange olunaku lwaleero bayidawe saavisi y'emmotoka togirinanga okuggwako tolinanga saavisi y'emmotoka okuggwako kola saavisi nga tennaggwako olomuze ye nga simulabangako jebali njala yiwa oiro kulunyanze neeteekayo awo mwe mulowooza lwaki sibasiibudde Antonio, if you come as a friend, nothing will change. He's known as my friend at home. Goza abawe wakati bamanyi nti ayagala kulya. Abe wakabo bakimanyi. Ne bagamba oba Martha kati ono gaya akoma waaki wano. Era nabe wakati manyi bakyebuuza ne bagana Martha tamanyi. Martha, I'm late. I asked for forgiveness. Tewali buzibu man. Farida Eldowski. Martha, I'm not kidding. I have a female friend who grandpa zoned me. Imagine not even brother zoning me, but calling me grandpa. Kati so yakimakinga clear nti oli jjajja. Martha, bana ekisa 2009 up to now. Banga deni bananga nze sagala bingira mu Martha ajja kunyigano watu mugamba agabe ebintu bye mu rewardinga buli rewardinza abantu. Nekamba sibule bagayi bankamerokola ka service wano. May God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Temwera bya question Friday is happening. Yeah. Kare. Tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. May God bless you. Ciao. Martha, yes, but still if I display my interest to you, ati toteka mbro zone. Bye.